You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
From Wish TV, I'm Pet Pals TV host Patty Spitler, and this is Positively Patty Podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network. And on this special episode, we're talking about real estate and how it affects you with your pets. If you're buying or you're selling, what do you need to know? We have Nicole Gosser, who is our Pet Pals TV realtor, and she'll be explaining some of the do's and don'ts that you need to know when you're buying or selling a home. And now we're here with Positively Patty Podcast, and we have a very special guest. Well, they're all special, but a very, very special guest with us today who has intelligence and a love for animals and maybe something you might be interested in. Her name is Nicole Gosser. She is our Pet Pals TV realtor and also the nerdy, give me that again.
Nerdy Animal Rescue Realtor.
Nerdy Animal Rescue Realtor. Okay. And we kind of discovered you through KJ. You're friends with KJ, our kitty correspondent. How did that come about?
She was doing one of the good deeds that she does, and she needed people to donate. So that was back when we were allowed to go places. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day?
Sort of remember that.
So there was actually a Harry Potter symphony going on. So I bought some tickets and donated, so... That's how we met.
That's how you met. Okay, well, she endorses you as well. And you will see Nicole on our show. And also you have a cute little ad showing all your puppies and your cat on the show as well. So that's how I met you. And, of course, because you love animals, I love them, too. We're talking also, you are a realtor. And the market, as I understand it, is exploding right now. Is that right? Depending on where you live.
Yeah, it's still busy. I think people right now are scared of a second lockdown. So there are some people that may be sitting on the fence and haven't jumped for that reason. And then there's all the election. I don't like politics. But
I don't do that either.
Yeah,
no, just cats and the doggies. Yeah.
Right. So I think that might be why people are waiting. Plus, there's like a natural slowdown between the holidays because people are getting ready for the holidays.
Right.
Nobody wants to move and then have to serve Christmas dinner. But
yeah. I have heard, and again, you can correct me, and if I'm a bad doggy, you can correct me, that the bigger cities, a lot of people are fleeing those. They're going to places like Indianapolis, which is a big city, but not so huge. Mm-hmm. So that can play in your favor as well. But what I want to talk to you about, too, is since you are the pet realtor, if you are buying or selling a house, that makes a difference as to what it is that you want to buy or want to sell. Let's talk about first selling a house. And you mentioned this in your first story that we did. As a house, person putting a house up for sale, I have dogs, I have a cat. How do I get my house ready so that it's agreeable to someone coming in to look at it? Well,
you're probably going to have to clean like your most judgmental relative is coming over. That's what I tell people.
Ooh, really?
Yes. Okay. Because... basically, that's what you have. Strangers walking through your house, and they're judging your house as they're coming through it. That's what you're doing when you're buying a house. I don't like this room. I love this space, that kind of thing. So that's always your number one thing. And, if you have some money for updates, that's also great. There are some places you can spend money where you'll get a better return on your investment, like bathrooms and kitchens are always good. Tearing down wallpaper, unless you have historic houses. Wallpaper is always lovely in historic homes.
Okay. Now let's be frank. We'll both be frank on this one. If you have an animal, you probably had an accident or two. I mean, that's just part of it. And I tell people, if you don't get an animal if you don't think you're going to have an accident somewhere along the line, especially with puppies and kittens. Cats, when they go pee-pee, it's really hard to get it out of a carpet. What do you advise somebody who has carpet? Take it up, let it clean. Even cleaning it sometimes doesn't. Let me rephrase that. Most of the times does not get it out.
Well, it depends on where you're at financially. If you were planning on doing some upgrades, if you don't have a lot of money, cleaning your carpet is still better than non-clean carpet. Not nearly as good as brand new carpet, but
right.
there are levels to this sometimes, and sometimes you don't have a lot of money to invest, but you still want to get as much money as possible for what you have to offer.
Right. Well,
but yeah, the cat smell's kind of one of those that it's you've always got the ghost of cat there.
yeah. And it's funny because even another cat, even if you clean it up, they can still smell it even if you can't. I have hardwood floors. I gave up on the carpeting. And throw rugs, that's the way to do it. Okay, let's talk about dogs. Fenced-in yards, very important. But some homeowners, what is it, the Home Alliance, where you live, they don't like fenced-in yards? They won't let you have one?
It is dependent on the homeowners association. That's what you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, most of them will allow. Well, it's really dependent.
Okay.
When you go looking at houses, look and see if the neighbors have fences. That's probably a good guess if they'll allow you to have one. And even if you can't have a physical fence, there's always the option of invisible fencing, which works for a majority of dogs, not the most stubborn of dogs, but the majority of dogs.
So there are other options, and you've explored all of these, right?
Personally, I have stubborn dogs. I'd never get an invisible fence.
Okay. Well, I have a big fenced-in yard too, so that helps as well. Okay, if you're buying a home, and we mentioned the fenced-in, also, don't you want a neighborhood that's friendly for pets? Does that make a difference? I mean, if some areas have a dog that's barking too much, I know people complain about that.
I do.
So, don't you have to take everything into consideration, right?
Yeah, something like that, where it's an occasional dog barking problem. Most of the time, I feel more sorry for the dog because he doesn't want to be left out in a yard, right?
I know.
But people, again, like you said earlier with Fido, some people have to be educated about pets. People often get a pet because they think it's cute or fuzzy or whatever, and then it doesn't fit in with your lifestyle, and then there's a pet that needs rehomed.
Right. Okay. What else do I need to know when I'm buying a house? What about an apartment? Do you deal with those as well?
I do not.
You do not. Okay, good. We've eliminated that then. So, buying a house, do you see the animals beforehand? I think you do. So you judge what the state of the animal is, what their quality is, what they might need.
If they tell me about the animal, yes. Most people wouldn't think that Great Danes are the perfect small home pet, and they actually are. They're known for doing well in apartments, and you would think, well, it's a ginormous horse dog, that it's not going to do well in a small area, and it's actually the most suited for a small area. Unlike, say, a small Jack Russell Terrier, which is full of energy and needs to run and jump and play and burn all that off.
I agree. So you do know your breed, as I always say. Yeah. The bigger dogs tend to be, they don't like my Stewie, big Bernese Mountain Dog. He doesn't need nearly as much energy as like a Border Collie. I mean, they need a job and need a place to run. And if you don't have if you're in the city, Border Collie is going to be a little rough unless you want to go around with them. And that's up to the owner as well. Something you said interesting in the first story that you did with KJ is most of us, I think, that really love animals grew up with pets, and you didn't.
My dad was one that didn't want the mess, so that was more important to him than having but we did have a Doberman for I think I was 6 until I was 12.
Okay.
But they didn't let her, out to roam in the house. She had her little spot, and I don't think it was much of a life, but it's one of my favorite breeds. I like large dogs. A lot of people don't.
That's interesting because I grew up with my dad's dog. That was my dog too, but they loved him more than me, I'm sure. Duke was back then they had collies, and it was just a collie mix. So really, really loved that. What kind of and I understand, too, let me just say this. Times are different now than they were then. For instance, my dad didn't believe in neutering a male, and we always had male dogs. And your parents didn't want the dog in the house, in certain areas of the house. Things change. Oprah, I can always remember her saying that. Her parents didn't want her to have a dog in the house, but you know what? Now that she's got her own place, she has dogs in the house and can do what she wants. So good for her. Tell us about your dogs. And your family. You have a cat, too.
I do have a cat. He actually showed up on our back porch, let's see, maybe 2014, and we had 5 dogs at the time, so it was weird. He showed up in February, and I took care of him like there must be like something on the animal wire where they're like, hey, if you want fed, go to this lady's house. And
Yeah,
so,
go see Nicole.
Right.
She's got, I have that too with the squirrels knocking on the door for peanut butter sandwiches. Okay. All right. So you got it's a big gray kitty, right?
he's not really that big. He's actually a small gray kitty, but yeah, that's why he's called Gandalf the Gray, because I'm a nerd.
Okay. Looks a little like a Russian blue. I don't know his background, but it looks a little.
His eyes are green, so I think he's just an American short hair. But
Okay. He's a little mix. And what are your doggies now? Tell us about those.
I have 2 boxers, a Cane Corso, and a Shiba Inu mix.
Wow. Cane Corso. Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, those have some special requirements, don't they? Or am I wrong?
She's so hateful.
He's a handful. All right.
She's so hateful. She is. She doesn't like my rescue, who is an 11-year-old tiny dog compared to her. So we have to kennel them off and on so she doesn't attack the older dog because she wants to be an alpha. Yes, I know I need to have Nathan in to cleanse the spirits of dogs in my house. Yes.
Oh, there's a story there. That's a great story. Cane Corso, though, I've heard, they used to use them more frequently than they do now for in police work. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they're very headstrong, and
Yes.
they know what they want, and that's,
Yes.
You will call, right down here, call Nathan on that one. Okay.
It's on my list of things to do.
If someone wants to get a hold of you, what do they do, Nicole? How do they get in touch with you?
I love texting, but if you're a caller, I will take a call, obviously. It's just annoying to me how many calls I get in a day that are like spam call and out of state that clearly are not what they're supposed to be.
The Netherlands, no, I don't know anybody there. I
Right.
know, I understand
Yeah.
that. So you have a Facebook page? People
do.
can get a hold of you. It's under Nicole Gosser.
Oh, that's my personal one. I have a business page too, Titanium Real Estate Consultants.
Okay. Didn't ask you this. I'm sorry, I overlooked that. How long have you been doing this?
I've been a realtor since April of 2010. I started my own company in 2017.
Wow.
I worked with Keller Williams, and those are generally a great bunch of people, and learned a lot, and then decided I wanted to go my own way because I want to help the dogs and the kitties and all the animals in addition to the people.
Because you're the alpha.
Well, I don't know. I like to help people. I mean, we need more helpers in this world.
Yes. Boy, ain't that the truth. That's it. So you want to help the pets. Do you feel you've done a good job in the time you've been doing this?
I do. My favorite clients are the ones with dogs. It's just because, you can have a bad day. If you're driving down the road and you see a dog in a car, you're like smiling.
Right.
So those would be my favorites, I'd say. But I do love all the animals.
Yeah. And that's interesting. And I know now the one good thing about the pandemic is more people have pets. What, 70, 80% of us have something at home. And if we're going to get a home or move, that's important that the pet be adequately, taken care of as well. So you're in a good spot right now to help people.
Yes. And, people that don't like dogs, maybe they just haven't met the right dog,
There's a thought. But at least we have come to appreciate them more. I just hope we all take care of them when this thing subsides and we start leaving them at home again. We'll deal with that when we get there. What do you want folks to know about Nicole? What do you want to leave us with that we need to know about you? You love pets.
I do love pets. It's one of those awkward moments where you have to say something nice about yourself.
Or your husband. You love your husband, too.
Well, my husband would tell you I probably love the dogs more, but then he's a joker, too.
At least he knows, so that's good. We went out to an event. This was for Canine Castaways. First time I saw you. Well, second time I saw you in person. And this was an event outside, social distancing and all of that. And your husband came along with you because he didn't want you to adopt another dog.
The struggle's real. They're all so cute and fuzzy. If they'd all just get along, you could have 90 dogs, right? Hey, that's too many. You're a hoarder at that point.
Okay. Well, let's see. What else again? This is Nicole Gosser. She is our Pet Pals TV realtor. You will see her on occasion on Pet Pals TV and probably some other platforms as well. Again, people, they're writing down. They go, "Oh, Nicole, I want to get a hold of you." They go to, where do they go on Facebook?
It's facebook.com/titaniumrec is my official page.
Titanium, spell that at what fast?
TITANIUM.
Okay.
rec.com is the Facebook page, Titanium Real Estate Consultants. I also have a page called Who's Your Nerd, which I post various nerdy things throughout the day, and several other people do. I like nerdy things like Star Trek and Marvel.
Marvel Comics? All
Yeah.
right. All right. Okay. Well, you can also get in touch with Nicole through me. My Facebook page is open. And you can also go through Wish TV to get a hold of me. Also, KJ, she's the one who first endorsed you. And she's a nerdy little girl, too, who loves her kitties. So we're all just one big nerdy family here who love our animals. And thank you for all you do. I mean, I think it's really important. And as we move forward, we need to take all these things into consideration because pets are family.
They should be.
What is that one thing you said? A home
It's
is
not complete without a dog. That's my opinion.
Okay. Well, very good. Thank you, Nicole, our Pet Pals TV realtor. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home, get in touch with Nicole. Thank you. So this has been what? Positively Patty, you got it. From Wish TV, I'm Patty Spitler. Be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast and check out all the new updates every single week. We are busy. You can also learn more at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at petpalstv.com and stay with Wish TV online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.